Coming up on this episode of The Brain Drain Show.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. To the brain drain. Time to give it up, mate. It's in hours. 50 big ones. Say he tells you he's known as the 69 guy. It's a bit of a weird thing to make up, isn't it? You kind of done all the party poppers already. I haven't used a fax machine. Back that up to your iPod. Who needs gimmicks, eh? Yeehaw! Twiggy calls it the Robo Knob. Boom, boom. Yeehaw! Happy birthday! All right, you're boring me now, so I've got to go. All right, see ya.
Good evening and welcome to a very special birthday episode. It's me, Forde Brookfield, joined to my left by my trusty co-host Toby. And hello. Toby, who is the special birthday boy today?
It's the oldest professional skateboarder in the world. It's Dan Cates.
Round of applause.
Happy birthday! Woo!
Hooray! Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me back. Am I the first person to...
Right.
Am I the first person to be invited back?
Yeah. Well, you weren't invited back.
Oh, really?
No, you forced yourself on us.
Well, it is my 50th birthday, though. You know.
Wait, I'm just dealing with this prick.
You're only old once.
Right, that is not allowed.
Right, children. Children.
Take those away from it.
So before we start, I just want to...
You need to move up to the microphone, Mr. Cates.
I brought you a little something so we can like sort of celebrate in style, as it were.
Right, what? I'm concerned now. I'm more concerned about the candles on the cake we got you, just like burning out. We're gonna set. Have we got a fire extinguisher on set? We should have. Oh, there's one over there, isn't there?
Well, I iced this myself last night. So.
Oh yeah, what's it saying? It
One for Forde. I didn't have room for the E, so it just says.
Like
thanks, mate.
Forde without the E.
Oh, nice. Fucking hell, there's gonna be so much cake here.
And that's not including your massive booty. Who's going to clean all this up?
You. I ain't fucking.
Oh, look!
There's one for Toby. Hold it up to the camera, Toby. Your nice little cake with your name on it.
I don't like the way you say my name. Toby. Nice little cake for Toby. Nice little cake for Toby. Nice little cake for Toby. Something's on fire. Is that on fire?
No, it's all right.
Okay. Can you put yours here in the frame so I can take a photo of this? Forde, hold it.
Put it there.
Nice little cake for Toby. Fucking hell, not another one. Jesus Christ! How many cakes?
I need like a wireless mic, don't I?
Oh my God. Wait, can I film you in slow-mo doing the
Well,
cook?
it's not often that I open.
Equipment. Don't shake it
I
up.
don't care what people say about you, Dan. I like you.
I mean,
Hang on, let me get a better shot with that.
It looks quite still, right? Is it safe to do so?
Yeah, pop it.
Wait.
Get it popped.
Oh my God.
Woo!
Cork to the nuts.
Right, so that's the end of the episode.
Thanks for tuning
Hope
in.
everyone enjoyed it.
Can you blow the candles
Got a
out,
little-
please? Please blow the candles out.
But it's quite hot over here with this going on.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Blow the candles out.
Oh, okay. Shall I make a wish?
Yeah, go on. I wish I wasn't in
I don't
Derby.
know.
Fucking hell, it's going to set the smoke alarm. It will. It will. That is going to set the alarm off. Right, let's open a window just to stop this fire.
To your good health. To the brain drain. Time to give it up, mate. It's in hours. Hey, thanks for the vote of confidence.
What? Did you check for money?
Wait, some people would be really offended by that, you know.
Oh, wait, hang on. We all had a whip round as well. We spoke to everyone in the industry.
Oh, yeah.
And they all gave...
What, the entire industry worldwide?
Yeah.
And they all gave a little bit of money.
Yeah.
To say thanks for your skateboarding career over the last
Yeah,
how many decades? Anyway, there's a tenner. They all gave generously.
Oh, thanks very much.
Joking, there's 50 quid.
Sweet.
Round of applause for an happy
50
birthday
bucks.
to
Happy
Kate, please.
birthday, Dan Cates.
One more bit of cake.
You ever been to strip club?
No.
Oh no, I did once in Skegness.
Oh, that's fucking
Cheers.
depressing, isn't it?
Oh no, it was great.
Was Pat Batchelor?
No.
They make a good sound, those glasses, don't they?
Can we smash these up in a minute as well?
Kind of got to take them back home. But I mean,
But
you know,
when you say kind of, that doesn't mean you
well,
have to.
if it's going to make good footage, yeah, just smash them to bits. Yeah. If it's going to make the episode better, you can by all means smash them up.
What else can we smash up to make the episode better?
I don't know. There's plenty of stuff around.
Can you put that cake in your face?
My wife suggested that. What are those weird mittens? What are they? Is that my birthday present?
No, that's just something else. I don't know why they ended up on the
Oh,
table.
okay.
I put them on there because I thought they looked funny.
So Forde, the premiere at the weekend. Good.
Yeah, I was stoked on it.
Yeah, man.
Really stoked on it.
Really
It's all like
enjoyed it.
it's all like turned up 1 minute late. He came up to me and he was like, "You said 7:30. I'm here at 7:31." No, I was stoked on the turnout. So yeah, I think there were 230 seats and 203 people turned up. So not a bad turnout.
Can I just say to anybody who's just listening and not watching, they've given me a card with a rude word in it.
What's a rude word? Just spell it.
I wouldn't like to say.
It's your best selling board, isn't it?
Wouldn't like to lower the tone.
Was that your best selling board?
No.
How many pro boards you had now?
I think might be 41.
Fuck.
It's good. I still fucking.
Shocking, isn't it?
I still love that the first clown shape. The run of, was it 100?
Yeah, I wish there'd been more of that.
I'm stoked on that.
Everybody wanted
Got one of
that.
those.
I think when I first met you at Skegness, you were skating one of those. What's been your favourite board out of all of them? Like graphic wise?
I always say that the holographic one with the or prismatic, whatever you call it,
Yeah.
with the target on it.
Yeah.
But there's another one, and we took it from this really amazing card that Ginger Steve sent me once for Christmas. No, I guess it was for a birthday card, and it's the one with it's got like an American family on it, and there's like a kid with a baseball, and the dad's like being sort of like football coach.
Yeah.
And it's got a speech bubble, and it says, the kid's got a speech bubble, and it says, "Dad, when I grow up, I want to be a complete asshole just like you."
Oh, mate, I don't.
It's like an orange board with
Yeah.
that on it.
I had a
Was
few of
yours the
those.
scanner's board as well?
Yeah, yeah.
I like that graphic. Was that all black? Was that dipped black?
It's
that
like
scanner's board?
black with
like a foil.
what do you call it? It had like a holographic thing on the top layer that reflected the light. Translucent or something.
The one you were just talking about, the orange one, that was orange dipped as well, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
I used to like dipped boards, but
Yeah.
I think maybe I was the only person in the country that liked that.
But now people quite like a dip board, I think.
I think it just every now and then dipped boards come
They
back
come
for a
round,
a
yeah.
little while. Someone's brave enough to do them.
Do you remember when Consolidated did that series of boards with weird concave? They were all dipped,
Yeah.
weren't they? What was that concave called?
Oh my! I don't know. I
But it
can
was
remember
weird,
the
wasn't it? It was
graphics really. I can't remember.
But they were dipped. Should we just crack in? Can we blow that out?
Yeah, I was
please?
going to say that. I was trying to get in and not be on camera, but then I realised
Can
I
you blow
couldn't.
that out, please?
Are we gonna
Set the alarm
go
off. for you.
off big time?
Have a bit more of that cake.
No, let's start with the questions. Right.
Oh, that cake, my old son.
But yeah, no, it was. Anyway, back to it. It was a good turnout. I'm glad that everyone that I wanted to be there was there.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
glad that
it was
fucking some of the Leicester lot were beyond pissed before they even turned up.
Oh, they were in Wetherspoons.
Like Mike and Jim were just.
Yeah.
I think it got a little bit hectic for them, but no, it was quite a calm evening. I enjoyed it. I'm stoked that everyone came. Thank you for coming with the gang.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, man.
I was stoked on it.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it I stayed in for both sittings. So I watched it twice.
It's nice to watch it again because it is quite. It's edited quite quick on purpose. It's like very trick. There's not much
Yeah, it's good.
breathing room between it, so I was stoked on it. And the Tony Hawk guest appearance is
Yeah, that was amazing.
nice
Yeah, I
surprise
wasn't
one.
expecting that.
Yeah. I didn't really tell anyone. I think Toby and Sean knew, but that was about it.
I told someone and they laughed at me like I was taking the piss.
I told everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll put it on a slap for him.
Do you go on the Slap forum?
Oh, yeah. I'm on there right now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I check it every day.
Yeah.
Every day I'll have a little.
Really?
I'll have a little check.
You're on there.
I'll have a little checkup every now and then, but yeah, I don't really post on it that much.
It's quite. It can get quite lame, can't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very lame. Very
It gets
quick.
I think that's what people go on there for, isn't it?
Yeah, they want to
Through the
immense
gossip, innit?
lameness.
moan about shit, don't they?
Here's a question. We'll do it for both of you. When did you two meet?
Oh Jesus.
And when did you start filming with each other? What was the timeline there?
So I remember the first time I saw Toby is at
You can't forget it.
is at the first St Albans comp. I talked about this last time.
Yeah.
And you entered
What was that, 92,
and you
93?
did a late
wasn't it?
shove off the block.
One trick.
But I knew who you were because I'd sort of heard about you in the area.
What had you heard?
Oh,
that
yes.
that you were quite handy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been known to be quite handy.
So how old are you?
21.
47.
Yeah, just turned 47.
Okay.
Bleep that out.
No, I'm going to put it in like echo effect. 47.
Okay, yeah, so you must have been mega young. 12 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smashing
yeah, so
athlete.
what was that, 92?
Must have been, 92, 93, something like that.
We go way back.
A long time ago. Very long time ago.
And where did the filming come into it?
I don't really know. Just,
Because where were you
It
living?
must have been that you just couldn't find somebody better to film.
yeah, that was it.
Well, that
I can't
answers
even
that.
really think when we started filming,
Well,
probably.
it must have been for Escape from
yeah,
Boredom,
I
right?
guess it would have been, yeah. Because I don't think we'd done much before then. So,
Nah.
so that was what, 2004? Something like that? I don't know.
Escape from Boredom. Oh, no, hang on.
Is it that
No,
long
you
ago?
came on Squadrophenia tour, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I was on that.
so that
wasn't I?
was 2004.
So that was the first time we started filming. 2004.
right. Yeah.
And then that footage would have went into Escape from Boredom.
Some of it did, yeah. Because I was there to... Why was I there? Driving.
Was you designated
Was I
driver?
driving?
That was the big push.
I
That
can't
that
remember.
wasn't till 2005. So it was to cover the 2 tours. Bloody hell!
Yeah.
Got more than you bargained for agreeing to that, didn't you?
Maybe when this one's done, me and Dan will sit here and we'll do the Toby Batchelor.
No, I get
'cause
really
that-
uncomfortable talking about myself. I
No,
don't
but
like
that will
it.
be episode 69, and that's your favourite number. You're
no.
always saying about how you're known for being the 69 guy.
Never heard that. Let's start with... Talk to us about these.
Yeah. Wait. What did you say? He tells you he's known as the 69 guy.
You got to understand when Forde...
Toby's known as the 69 guy. Apparently, it's his favourite thing.
Well, you got to understand
And bombing.
when Forde says things like this, he just makes it up right there and then, and then he just assumes that
It's a bit of a
everyone
weird
believes him.
thing to make up, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's what it's Forde, isn't it? Right, can you stop blowing shit up? Talk to us about the Lost Death Squad tapes.
Yeah.
What's been going on with that? I know
Yeah.
you've been harassing me for stuff, and I've not been able to help you.
Oh, we managed. Yeah. So there was a load of. So you've seen Death Squad the movie probably
Unfortunately,
3 decades ago or whenever
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
So there was a load of footage. A load of it was mine. A load of it was Stu Cantelow's and a few other people.
Big up, Stu Cancelow.
Yeah.
so good.
Hello, Stu.
Hello, Stu.
Hey, Stu.
And so we're talking High 8. And that was given to the guy who made Death Squad the movie.
Which was... Can you say his name?
No.
Right, that guy. I know who it is then.
And he was going to make Death Squad the movie part 2, which was like a documentary about the Death Squad. So, you know, a little bit sort of Squadrophenia, like sort of, you know, I guess it would have been. Anyway, so then he kind of like didn't do anything with it and kind of kept the tapes for many years. And eventually, and this is actually the coolest thing that Herrick's ever done. Herrick got the tapes back.
How?
I think he just asked really nicely or pestered or you know, and he got the guy to bring my tapes and the camera back, which was fantastic. and then they kind of sat, and now 27 years on, I've kind of rounded up a few more tapes that Stu had, and taken them to Nicholson's house, and he's digitized them all, and he's sort of starting to make this film that would have been.
So Nicholson's making it.
Yeah, so it's like, it's all of us. It's Nick's got a part, I've got a part, Stu's got a part.
So there's a lot of lost footage there.
Yeah,
then.
there's Scott Bourne and Howard. There's a Ronnie and Danny section that's actually really, really good. It's like, that's probably going to be one of the better. I'm really looking forward to seeing that, basically. And loads of stuff that a bit sort of Death Squad the movie-esque, weird spots and that with like Ginger Steve and all those sort of, so kind of like it'd be like the sort of precursor to Squadrophenia.
Could you, when you were thinking about the tape, did you remember all the stuff that you had in there, or was it a load of stuff that you'd forgotten about, or tricks?
I mean, obviously, you're talking about sort of, well, it wasn't that many tapes. It's probably about a box of about 25 high 8 tapes. But, 27 years on, no, I couldn't remember all of it. No. So, but yeah, it's, once we kind of get Nicholson up and running, because he's you have to be gentle with him. Yeah. Ease him into it. But so
he's digitising everything from high.
Well, it's all digitised, right. And he's cut a lot of it down. And then I was there for a weekend with Stu, and then Stu's just absolutely a lot of it's his tapes that never saw the light of day, and that he filmed, and he's sort of like over the moon that it's like, I thought these were lost forever. Yeah. So he's just absolutely kind of like ecstatic, jumping up and down and going to visit Mark and like getting him G'd up. So I think Mark kind of likes that. And then I went round there the other weekend, and we sort of started to put together my bit and sort of look at the intro and a couple of bits and bobs. So
when's it coming up?
When he does it. So I can't really make any promises.
27 years.
Yeah, hopefully sooner rather than later.
What's it going to be called?
I think it's going to be called Death Squad 1999.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Like that. There's that program, wasn't there? Space 1999, kind of like a bit like that.
It'd be good to be like an accompanying piece to the documentary as well. Like get them out around a similar time.
We can only try.
Yeah. Sounds good, Lo.
Yeah.
I'd love to see some old high 8. I've got high 8 tapes and SVHS tapes at home. I wish I could watch them again.
You could make a Ben Cundall documentary.
That's pre-Ben Cundall times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ben Cundall sort of entered in the mini DV phase. So.
Oh, right, yeah, of course.
Ben Cundall, the documentary. He said he was going to come today.
Oh, that would have been incredible.
Oh, and if he'd had, we weren't going to tell you, and he was just going to come on as a special guest.
Even I didn't know that.
Yeah, but he didn't manage to.
A very special guest.
Yeah, he didn't manage to get it together enough. But that would have been good.
Yeah, I miss him.
Cundall was around like I guess maybe the tail end high 8, beginning mini DV. I guess, I don't know. Can't really remember. Yeah, Ben Cundall documentary, that'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Woo!
Running out of balloons.
What's
going on?
So on that note, Forde was saying about the...
Sorry?
Forde was saying about the fucking arsehole. You got anything I can throw at him that's sharp?
You kind of done all the party poppers already.
What are you on about? Did you not see him just blowing them in my face?
You peaked too early.
There's one right near your right foot. Go on. No.
I'm saving that one.
There you go. No, yep. No.
I think they're all done.
No, there's one there. I can see it.
Anyway, sorry, Toby. Go on. What were you saying?
Forde mentioned about the Death documentary with Rome doing that. What's going on with that?
Yeah, it's just...
That's been in the works for ages, isn't it?
Yeah, videos. Yeah, it's gonna... yeah, it's been a bit of a... I think it's been more of a lot more of a task than Rum originally thought.
Is that how you pronounce his name? Rum.
Rohum.
Rohum.
I call him Rum.
Hey, Rohum. Finished documentary, Rohum.
So he's kind of like, he has been sort of put through it. A lot of work. But I mean, I kind of like tried to sort of help him, quite a lot, because I've still got all the magazines, and then I would know what I'm looking for going through all the magazines. So, I mean, my magazines aren't organised. They're all in about 10 different boxes. Some are in the loft, some are in the shed. It's a bit of a nightmare going through them. It's like a whole weekend when I have to do a photo search, but yeah, got a load of archive stuff like first adverts and relevant photos to things that were relevant to the story. And
what kind of format is that going to be in then? Is it like just the history of Death Skateboards?
it's not the full history of Death Skateboards. It's called, I don't want to give the game away too much, but it's called Hand Me Downs. So it's like an older team member is paired up with a new one.
Right.
And then
you just gave the game away.
And then they kind of talk. There's 3 groups of them, and then they kind of like, they're the narrative that runs through it, shall we say? And
there's lots of interviews and stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah, there's some good interviews. Yeah, it's quite a good.
Just like to note, no one asked me.
Yeah, I kind of wanted you to be in it.
I would have done it.
Yeah, well, maybe I can.
I've got loads of cool stories.
Yeah. Cool story, bro.
Yeah, I've got loads of cool stories, bro.
Give us one.
No, because if we get interviewed, if Rowan pulls his finger out and gets me on there.
Yeah.
Have you seen that fucking camera that he pulls around?
Yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ.
Because he works in the TV industry, doesn't he? What does he do?
He
makes documentaries.
No, he supplies equipment to movies, I think.
Yeah, because he deals with Panavision and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's Hawk is the company that I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but he's working on a film with Johnny Depp at the moment, I think.
Oh yeah.
Don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but
good old Johnny.
Panavision's a weird company, isn't it? They don't actually sell their stuff, or very rarely sell any of their product. It's all you have to. It's like
hired.
It's a hire company for camera stuff, which I thought was interesting. Fucking expensive. Expensive glass. Yeah, that should be good then when it comes out. Once I get my interview in there.
Yeah.
Call him now. Let's get it booked in.
I'll just turn my phone off.
Fuck's sake.
You call him.
I don't know his number. I did send him some DVD backups and stuff.
Yeah.
Because normally I back everything up to my iPod. But this time
Are you still backing things up to your iPod?
Absolutely.
So you
simply have to these days.
You say that, right? Is that actually a thing that you can do? You used to be able to do that.
I think probably back in the day you could.
You could back things up to an iPod.
I used to say it to you because it just infuriated you.
Well, no, it's just it didn't infuriate me. I was just didn't have a clue what you're talking about.
Exactly. he used to send me faxes telling me how angry he was. You're still using a fax machine?
I think you asked me that last time.
Yeah.
I haven't used a fax machine. I haven't used a fax machine since I stopped working for power distribution.
Yeah, Nick was always good on the fax.
I used the fax machine every day.
Yeah.
For that. Yeah. He might still use the fax machine.
Yeah. You ever used a fax machine?
No.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you simply have to these days.
Yeah. So do you? Yeah, I didn't back anything up to my iPod.
Okay. There's still time.
Yeah.
I've still got an iPod.
Tell us about that.
It's got about 3,000 songs.
Wow, that's a lot of songs.
Just over 100 videos.
No. Oh, videos?
Yeah.
What kind?
Wow.
Porn?
No.
Hamburgers.
It's all skate videos except for there's one
Debbie Does Dallas.
that's the Up in Smoke tour. Dr. Dre's Up in Smoke tour.
I remember that era of getting porn videos on PSP. Porn on the go. Couldn't beat it. You simply
was
had
that
to
a thing?
beat it.
Well, you were beating it.
Yeah, you could put porn videos on your PSP.
I didn't have one.
What's that? PlayStation Portable.
PlayStation Portable.
Right. Never had one of those. I mean, you could beat it because you were
That's what I mean.
beating it.
Get your mouth around that, girl.
Yeah, have a bit more cake. Go on. Nice cake, that. Is it a Sainsbury's one? Is it a taste of different Sainsbury's one?
thought it was handmade.
In your own time.
Yeah, it's homemade.
Fuck
What?
off. That's not homemade.
What are you talking about?
It's not
I
fucking
made
homemade.
this last night.
No, you didn't.
Mate, I'm offended now.
You didn't. You didn't make that. I made that thing last night.
Did you? It looks really like one of those caterpillar cakes that you can buy.
Yeah, I know, because I can do things really
What,
meticulously.
like exactly the same?
Yeah. Have you seen that show, Is It Cake?
No.
I just did that. I just saw a cake one and was like, made it the same.
Just for the enjoyment of me, can you karate chop that caterpillar cake in half?
That's,
not
I've cut
one
the
moment.
cake.
Not one
moment of hesitation
Cut the
whatsoever.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, so back that up to your iPod. Yeah, yeah. So, what are you saying?
The Death documentary.
Oh, right.
So when's that one out? Do you want a bit of this cake?
I shouldn't be that long.
What, till it's out? Or
Yeah.
The actual
I talked to him last night and he's kind of like syncing the music and stuff. So
Is it is going to be a YouTube only thing, or how's it coming out?
you'd have to ask him the finer details of that.
Wipe it on that.
But it's called Hand Me Downs.
I think it's going to go online. I asked him.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I said to him, I was like, don't paywall it.
It's definitely going online. Yeah. But yeah, it's called Hand Me Downs, and it's a Death Skateboards documentary made by
By rum.
Roham Dilly. Yeah, using some very expensive cameras.
They're insane.
So yeah, it's good. I'm quite excited for it.
You got cake all around your mouth. You might want to give it a little wipe.
Give it a little wipe, shall I? So that's it's two of them. There's two. There's documentary, and there's like a 27-year-old video that hopefully will come out, and
Better late than never, eh?
and then I'm gonna, as I've just turned 50, I'm gonna
What?
do a.
No way. I thought you were older.
I can't believe it. 50 years old. When I started skating, you literally could not imagine somebody skating over the age of 20.
Yeah.
Like it was unfathomable. And I'm still
doing it. Still
just about
playing
still
on your
alive.
skateboard.
Is there any
really
is there
crazy.
any Lord Zorlak footage in those tapes?
Yep. Yeah,
Fucking sick.
he's got a part. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
It's kind of like we could have done with a bit more time to film, and that I don't know what exactly happened. I think.
What was it originally being filmed for? Death Squad? Death Squad, the movie 2?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's what it was going to be. Yeah, and then the guy kind of didn't do. He just, I don't know. He kind of went a bit funny, and he disappeared. So, so it didn't end up being anything.
It's kind of lucky that he kept the tapes.
It is, yeah, and it was, and yeah, it's good that we got them back, and got them back, and then they kind of sat for about I don't know how long in my loft, and
You have to be careful with tapes, don't you? Because
Yeah.
they expire, don't they?
yeah,
Is it 25 years or something they say they're good for? And
maybe, yeah. I
after
mean,
that, they
and these are over 25 years old.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, even some of the mini DVs I've got over there,
yeah, they do it as well. Yeah,
playing some of those, and they're 20 years.
yeah. If
Some
they
of
get
those are a
hot,
bit-
they sort of melt and stick. So
Well,
that
do
when you
they-
put them in the camera, they can't turn and they just snap.
Or some of them dry out, don't they, as well? And it like
Yeah.
kind of
Yes.
glues it together almost.
Yeah.
Like,
It's all about the humidity.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
yeah.
But I remember I got that mini DV player, put some of those tapes
I need to
in,
borrow that.
and some of them I was just like, it couldn't capture it. It was just kept glitching and stopping. The tape would like lock basically.
Yeah.
Because it couldn't spin. Like you
Yeah,
say,
they
and
do
melt
some funny things. Mini DV tapes.
it. Yeah. It was funny actually. It was all your raw footage tapes.
Oh well.
Yeah, all of your ones just.
As long as it wasn't anything good.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say they'd been sabotaged, but none of them played.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it?
Shame.
Funny how yours.
Win some, lose some, eh?
Yeah.
How does that, just a quick one, how does that mini DV tape connect to the computer? Is it-
Firewire, bro.
Oh, so it's quite easy then.
Yeah, firewire, bro.
I'm going to borrow that.
You have to firewire out into an HDMI converter thing.
Can you record from a computer onto mini DV on that?
Say what? Can I record from the computer?
Yeah.
I don't think you can. I don't know. Maybe. I'm sure you could. There's a workaround.
Yeah.
So if you've got digital in and out, you can back it up to your iPod, then digital it back in.
Yeah.
Although that's a studio player. Don't overdo it because they're old. It's old technology now, isn't it? And if you fuck it up, you can't get them fixed.
Yeah.
That takes full size DV tapes as well, like the production ones. So mini or full size. Enjoying that cake there, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good.
Oh, it's fucked.
Right. So, yeah, loads of video stuff coming out then. That's good.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm going to do...
and then also...
I'm going to do a
50th.
50 years
Is
video.
it going to be 50 tricks?
Nah, because you just can't. I don't even want to like say it's that.
Have you got 50
it just be however many tricks it is at 50.
Right.
But like people do 50 at 50, and it's always like people who like, I don't know what they're trying to say exactly, but I've seen ones where it's like pretty much
50-50. 50-50
yeah,
to
a
faking.
dude with a GoPro doing 50 axle stall variations. It's just like,
Shit.
boring.
mate.
Yeah, no one wants to see that.
You're showing your age doing that.
Yeah, so I want to kind of. I've got a sort of an idea. It's like something that's sort of worth doing, and
Is it all 50 skimboard tricks?
No, it's on a normal.
Any aqua influence?
There's no aqua influence.
No,
No,
that's a shame.
no, I don't think so. No.
Any clown costumes making an appearance?
No gimmicks like that. Who needs
Are you over
gimmicks,
that?
eh?
Are you over that now, yeah? After you spent how much on the mirrors for the clown frontside rock photo?
that was a good 400 quid.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You return them all after.
No,
None of
no,
these-
they're all like cut to the transition of the ramp
Yeah.
because it's like they have to face
It's a
each
hall
other.
of
so they're
mirrors,
like
isn't it?
facing each other, and then the ramp. So then they're like, you've got to cut the training out and then they go back.
Yeah.
Was that in Kingpin, wasn't it? We spoke about that last time, didn't we? Was it
Yeah,
Kingpin?
it was the contents page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one, isn't it? Who shot that?
Rob Shaw.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do when the weather picks up. I'm gonna try and do that in the backyard. And I spoke to Jake Harris about trying to do it, but he didn't exactly say yes, but he didn't say no yet. So
Right.
we'll see. But he's like pretty busy.
And what about your knee? How's that now? And going into filming.
Oh yeah, and the knee. Yeah.
What was the problem with the knee?
ACL just snapped in half.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, so then the death video that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
That's all filmed with one ACL.
Yeah.
And
I remember
that's,
you putting the brace on and everything.
Yeah, but that was when I first started using it. Remember we went to Coventry Dish.
Yeah.
And I could like pretty much frontside grind was the best I had. And then just through skating and it being strapped up, so you sort of could get away with things, and it just through just trying to skate through it, that sort of kind of built up enough muscle that I could kind of do stuff. So then I managed to film sort of half a part for that video, which, I mean, I was over the moon, really. I couldn't believe that I'd done that, really. And then in the December, so I filmed that from about May to whenever he sort of called the deadline. And then
That's the 13. Was that the 13 part you're talking about?
No, that's just from for the death video just gone.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. And then December 2024, I had a knee surgery. I used the guy that Munson used, actually.
Yeah.
It's really good. But then it's like a year with no skating.
Yeah.
It's just brutal. So, I just don't recommend. If you're thinking about breaking your ACL, just don't.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Try to avoid it.
Now it's I don't know if it's ever quite the same again. I don't know. It's not bad, but
But you've been going to the gym, haven't you? And like
Yeah.
full knee hab and all that.
yeah, I started off. I was going every day to the gym, and I'm not. Well, you can imagine I'm not a guy that goes to the gym, and now I am. So that was sort of. I mean, I tried to go every other day. I've kind of like. I think I've sort of got my enthusiasm back a bit, but it did kind of fade last month or so. It's been a bit of a struggle. I kind of like missed a week or two. But I kind of still got, when you're 50, you kind of, you've got to, you need everything you can get really on it. So yeah. And I understand now, like if there's people, especially way back, the people who did their knee like that in their 20s, in like the 90s, early 2000s. If I'd done my knee like that when I was in my 20s, I wouldn't have gone to the gym. Like, it was unheard of going to the gym.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done all that stuff. And God knows what the outcome would have been.
Just had the operation.
Probably just thought I knew best and prayed. You know what I mean?
It's funny that the attitude, like people like say skaters going to the gym and not partying and looking after themselves. It is like, it's more common now than, like it's fully changed, isn't it? You look back 20 years and it was like full party mode.
You look back 20 years, the only people going to the gym were Sluggo, Colin McKay, Danny Way, Moses, like basically the Red Dragons were going to the gym. No one else.
And everyone was like, oh, jocks doing that.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of...
Yeah, I don't know where that probably comes from. Danny Way having so many bad injuries that he had no choice.
Yeah.
And then them kind of like doing it as well.
But I think
I don't know. But
I think a lot of people, like the pro skaters, I think got into it because when the big corporate shoe sponsors got involved more, and the energy drink sponsors, a lot of them offer private healthcare and the facilities to rehab.
Yeah.
I know Red Bull do. So probably that sort of infiltrated in where the pros were injured. They went to these rehab centres and then other pros saw that and probably thought, oh shit, I probably should do something similar. And then that's taken 20 years probably for it to filter through now. But there's certainly a lot more people looking after themselves than not.
Yeah, strength and conditioning, they kind of build up everything around their knees and ankles and stuff, so it's less likely to, it's stronger in a bad
and also
fall.
the Olympics as well, that's probably had a bit of a push of that kind of
Maybe
self-care.
Maybe.
Those squat machines are good though at the gym where you sit back and you just pushing the weights. I do that for my knee as well and it's helped a lot. It stopped it from like grinding and clicking as much.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I didn't do is I didn't get a personal trainer because I had physio. I was going to a physio guy, and then the hospital, about 2 months out of surgery, the hospital came to me and they offered me a physio class once a month. So I was all over that and just following what they told me to do. Yeah. But as far as machines at the gym, I mean, my approach is probably like a lot of other people's approach where it's, I've got a leg injury, I'm just going to go ham on anything that does legs. But I've got this tendency to if there's a way of doing it wrong, I'll just do it wrong. And I think I have done that with some of the exercises and they've had limited effect, whereas a personal trainer is saying you need to be this far back and you need to do it like this, and it's whatever. I was kind of doing it in a so I would talk to Mikey Patrick, who's mangled his knees real bad, and he's kind of, I mean, if you see him skate now, he's incredible. If you've seen any footage of Mikey, it's amazing. But he's been through to hell and back. He's had about 3 years out with his knees, and so I talked to him, and he said kind of the same as what my wife said, is that you kind of look at it like a weightlifter would. So you're trying to just do, even if it's just one rep, you just do a little bit more each time to build up. So I was doing that, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Some of the machines, I think I was kind of like, I still managed to do it wrong. So I don't know. But my legs they are stronger than they ever have been before, but they're not like, I thought they'd be this wide, you know what I mean? And they weren't at the end of it, so I'm still going.
And have you been skating again as well?
Yeah.
And And how does it feel?
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
Is there an element of you scared of?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
which I've never had before. I'm a bit wary of stuff.
Yeah, that would be the thing that would get me, I think.
It's a bit shit, yeah.
Like, just knowing.
And then you just have to be like a kid and just sort of throw yourself like, I'm going,
Yeah.
I just keep thinking to myself, I can't go through that again. Oh, it's brutal.
But then there's part of that thought process, and I have that thought all the time, like hurting yourself, especially as you get older. But the more you kind of careful to not hurt yourself, you're more likely to hurt yourself, aren't you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're holding back and being a bit...
Yeah, if you're not doing what you should, it's worse.
I think there's,
a lot of people say that.
You just got to kind of think, fuck it, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and be content with that.
Yeah.
And just skate, because...
Yeah, I hate it when people are like, I have to be careful because, I can't have the time off work. I'm like, fuck off work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, are you a skateboarder or just some pussy who is worried about going to work?
Yeah.
Maybe that sounds really out of order, actually.
Well, all that money you get for being, pro skaters earn that much money that he can say fuck work.
Yeah, that probably, I don't know. If you got kids and stuff, it might be a bit different, but I'm just...
Well, you're always going to have people like that within skating.
I take all sorts, but honestly, you can't have that at the back of your mind. It's just a mind killer.
Yeah. It's like fair weather skaters, isn't it? They only come out when the weather starts.
Yeah.
Getting nicer. It's that
the rest of us are out there suffering in car parks.
Well, there's different. There's loads of people who skateboard now, but there's still not that many skateboarders.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of hobbyists, isn't there?
Yeah, and there is a definite change where for years and years it was skateboarders. Now it's like there's a few wishy-washy on the fringes. That sounds really lame. Probably cut that out. No, but do you know what I mean? It's like people.
But we see some on Instagram. Don't
a lot of people don't fucking commit. Skateboarding is hard.
We see
and
some
it's a full life commitment, and you've got to be in it. Or else you ain't going to work for you, is it?
Me and you see some on Instagram, don't we? Where they're like, "I've had a couple of months out, but I'm coming back now." And we're like, "Who are you?" Like we had no idea that you even stopped.
Yeah.
Like I understand taking breaks for a prolonged amount of time. Like I sometimes have to do it depending on if I'm working or filming something, but it's always like on my mind to skate. Not so much anymore when I go home. After a session, after work, I won't sit there watching skate videos anymore. But there's always something. But
it's more than
ticking.
that. Do you know what I mean? It's like that. Being a skateboarder is different to having a skateboard.
Yeah,
yeah.
And there's a very, there's a lot
it's
of
like the people that come in the shop and say, "I'm going to set up a board just to go, from A to B." That's like just someone that has one, isn't it? But then
fucking pussies. That's what they are.
I suppose it's better than not having one. You just got to take the win, haven't you?
I don't know. It's just a lot of people. It's just like wishy-washy. When the video game came out when did that come out? November?
99.
The Tony Hawk remakes.
No, the last year, the
Skate 4.
EA
November.
Oh yeah.
And we saw like
a massive
almost
increase.
instantly a whole bunch of new faces coming in skating, and because of the video game. Because they
That's rad though, because I got into it through the Hawk games, I think, because my brother's had them.
That's what we've got to blame for it.
When I was like 10. When I was like, the first things I saw.
Isn't it funny that you got into skating because of Tony Hawk video game, and then you've just released a video with Tony Hawk footage filmed specifically for your video in it? That's a nice full circle thing,
it
isn't
is
it?
wild, yeah.
I thought you'd enjoy that.
That should be the new thing. Pick up the cunt card when someone says something.
I was in that.
It is, that is a fucking full circle moment that I could not believe. I remember running to work the next day and being like, "Toby, look at this. Look at this."
Well, you were so excited that you had to run to work.
Yeah, I didn't drive. I ran in. The hardest dick I've ever had. It was a tough jog.
Just on the card, I was in Asda last night with Rex, and I was like, I need to get a birthday card, and I explained you were coming in. And I was like, I need one that's got nothing on the inside. And he was like, why is that? And I was like, because I need to write an obscene word across the whole side of the card. And he was just like, oh, right, okay.
It's not setting a very good example, is it, Toby?
Have you got to wear a support on it or anything when you skate now?
I haven't got to, but...
and it's your back foot, isn't it?
It's my back foot, yeah.
So would you say it's weaker than it was
It's weak as in pop.
Right, so
It's
there's
weak.
absolutely no hope your tray flips are coming back.
No hope of getting off
Fuck's
the ground,
sake,
hardly.
no. What, even less hope than there was?
There's less hope than there was, yeah.
God.
But the
And you're going to film apart? Without getting off the ground?
before I could have probably ollied over that table.
What? Could you?
Well, it's only, look, I could have ollied over that table. Well, most people could. It's not really much of a claim. But now that would be quite... I'd have to train to get over that. I don't know if I could.
Start doing the jumpy things at the gym that you see those people doing where they're jumping on higher and
What's
higher.
that called? A burpee,
Yeah.
isn't it?
The jumpers.
How'd you
Yeah.
do it, Chess?
No.
Hopping and that. Yeah. So
I thought you'd been doing leg exercises because when you came up, your cake on the back of your body there was sticking out.
Oh, right. Sorry, I had 3 cakes in my bag. I was confused.
Yeah, but then you had a cake in those pants as well when you
just
walked
caked up.
Is that what asses are called now? Cake?
Yeah,
Ass.
Dan Cakes. Caked up on a Tuesday afternoon.
Dan Cakes.
No, so
Dan Cakes. Oh, that is so good.
oh, that's oh, it's so clever. What did you say? Sorry. So yeah, I was skating without one because the surgeon said, no, you won't need a knee support, and I was like, I'm really looking forward to that because it's such a pain in the neck you got to put the gasket on, then that hinged thing, it's got like 6 straps, and you basically got to take your trousers off to do it. So you're like,
Did you have a little pouch to put your iPod in so you could back everything up as you go?
No, I figured a pocket was good enough for that.
Oh, right. What, on the knee support?
But why does your iPod
Did you have a
need...
stash pocket on it?
Why do
for
I need
wings?
an iPod on my knee support?
I don't know.
And
Do you
not,
not back up-
somewhere else?
do you not back up your
You're
knee
the one who
support to your
started
iPod?
backing up things to iPods.
I never backed. I wouldn't. Do you think I know how to back something
You're
up?
the one who's always going on about it.
You're the guy who backs up to an iPod. What you said to me? I phoned you up to get some footage, and you said, "Oh yeah, I've burned it all to DVDs."
Who said that?
You.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
Backing up.
It's
that's
counterintuitive.
worse. You should just put it on an iPod.
Well, no, because the iPod wouldn't be big enough for all that.
Well, you
Yeah,
should
the
have got a bigger
DVD-R,
iPod.
Every DVD-R, this is a time when iPods weren't bigger than like 1 gigabyte. Every DVD-R
Mine's
was...
massive. It's got 100 videos, don't you know?
A DVD-R, I think, was 4.2 gigabytes.
4.6.
4.6. So at the time, that was the cheapest way to back up files.
Plus, it compresses it to fit on the disc really well, so you can fit a lot
Yeah,
on there.
squeezes
Okay.
it so it
All
doesn't
right.
stick out of the
Well,
disc.
look, long story short,
Yeah.
my knee support hasn't got an iPod pocket.
Why not?
I'll maybe I could adapt it. I'll try and
What about a
adapt it,
fax
and I'll
machine?
send you a photo.
Has it got a fax machine on it?
That would be good. But yeah,
No digitised
Twiggy calls it the
hamburgers?
Robo Knob. It's like Robocop's knee, isn't it?
Fucking love Twiggy. You gotta
Yeah, let's
give,
talk about Twiggy for a
You
minute.
got to give him some appreciation because he does
Yeah.
He was calling me on he was messaging me on the Prem day what do you want me to do?
Yeah, he's
Do you want
always
me
good
to
like
like
that.
work? Do you want me to do anything? I was like,
He's-
just enjoy
yeah.
it, man.
Yeah, he doesn't.
just
In a sea of takers, he's a giver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he really is.
He's like and I don't think I've ever had a friend who is that solid. Like he's the most loyal
I didn't know
guy.
you'd had any friends.
I haven't. He's my only friend.
Right.
But he
cut that out.
he's not really. I mean, he's my. I would say he's got to be my best friend.
Wow.
There you go. He's my guy for sure.
He is. He's fucking rad.
Yeah.
Even when
And-
he comes to just go on a session, he's like, "Can I do anything? Do you need anything? You
yeah,
want me to do
yeah.
anything?" It's
to like, and he'll do that to detriment of his own good.
He's just
time
down to work,
sometimes,
isn't
you
he?
know, he's too much of a giver. He's too good for his own good. But yeah, he's just you know, you're gonna the banter's gonna be good if you're meeting up with Twiggy. You know, the banter's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be a guy where, you know, you get those guys who like, they're having a bad time, so you've got to have a bad time.
Yeah, that's me.
And there's none of that,
Oh, okay.
you know.
when we turned up to the Sabbath event, Twiggy turned up and he was like, "Oh, I guess I'm building it then." and he built like all the quarters up to the wall, like him and Rob. They just did it on the day. Like there was nothing.
Oh yeah,
There was nothing pre-built.
He
He
loves
just
a bit of graft.
yeah.
Yeah,
He loves it.
Whenever, I mean, since he's been on Snakes, when did he get on? Was it?
He's
last
probably done
summer?
more than the whole team.
He comes here more often, even when he lives pretty much the furthest away out of all of them.
Yeah.
And
He's doing
like
that
you're
part
saying,
as well, isn't he?
when he's coming, he's like,
Yeah.
"Do you need any help? What he's doing?" Which is like,
He's doing that part
as far
well.
as
He's
I'm
doing, like,
concerned, that's a godsend for sponsoring or being around anyone who's
Yeah.
in skating. Like a lot of people should take take note of that.
He's the man.
he's working on
Sure.
his video part kind of thing for it as well,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
Was he filming something with Tay, wasn't he? Like a joint part.
Sorry?
He's filming something with Tay,
Is
isn't
he?
For Snakes, yeah. Don't put this in.
I didn't know that.
That's what he told me.
It's going in now.
Don't know if he still is.
I think maybe he might have wanted to, but I don't know.
I've seen what he's been filming. It's like VX stuff, isn't it, on his camera?
Yeah.
Yeah. I filmed a guest trick. He
Oh,
wanted
wow.
a guest trick. That was the first
Martin Kennelly's calling me.
thing that I've filmed since I
Let me answer it. And
Oh, Kennelly's on
recovered.
hello, mate. I'm on the. I'm doing a podcast with Dan Kate's 50th birthday. He's here right now.
Yeah, reason I've not paid you is I haven't got
Let me call you back. Do you want to say happy birthday to Daniel?
happy birthday to
To you.
Keep going.
I can't.
Oh.
All I've got in me.
Right,
Oh,
I'll
bless.
let me call you back.
No, I'm going to do your transfer now anyway.
All right, mate. Thank you very much.
Right, have fun.
Right, in a bit. Bye.
Boom, boom.
That's like
Exploded
That's
cake into
classic.
my face.
that's like classic Kennelly. Like
Yeah.
he calls you and then just says the most random.
So what were we talking about? Twiggy?
We were talking about Twiggy. FaceTime him.
You FaceTime. I'm doing a wee transfer.
Oh, you FaceTime him.
My phone's turned off.
It's not connected to his iPod. FaceTime him because he'll answer.
I can't call him on
Like
my
I say, when
iPod.
Sean looks like he's lost the will to live. He's just there. Like, what?
That's
He's
not a
look-
good sign, is it? We're not doing well.
What are you on about?
FaceTime him off yours because he'll answer yours because you're somewhat of an intimidating little boss.
Have some prosecco.
No, I can't. I can't do that. I can't have that, and I can't do that because it will go through my hearing aids.
What, the prosecco? He's good. Yeah. Don't forget, he helped me build a sauna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that.
Yeah. Tell us
That
about
was
that.
good times. That
Was
was
it-
really good times.
Was it? Was it good for him?
You know when you're like, when you sort of got a job and it's terrible, but you're both going through it and you sort of bond because you're, you know what I mean? You have that camaraderie with your like workmates, especially if you've got a shit job or whatever. You kind of have that thing.
What was making it a shit job? You get the sauna at home.
Well, we were trying to do it before I went into hospital
Oh, right.
for knee surgery. So we had we're trying to. At one point, Dainton was round and he was editing 13 in my conservatory. And then at the same time, we were building a sauna and we were doing it till about 2 a.m. each day. And until we just dropped.
Twiggy said that, and then at like 6 or 7, you'd wake him back up,
Yeah.
like screaming.
Yeah. And we just go again. And it was really funny.
He don't really give himself like the praise that he deserves. Sometimes I've spoke to him before. I'm like, big yourself up a little bit, mate. He's like, nah, I'm fucking piece of shit. And I'm like, just because you used to be, like, because I used to go to Prems and when Twiggy were there, and we'd both be pretty fucked up, like beyond belief. But he don't do anything anymore, does he?
Christ,
He's
that
like,
sounds like a nightmare.
he's like,
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I'm pretty sure at one. Sorry, Callan, if you ever listen to this, but I'm pretty sure at one of the Get Leicester videos, I said to Cal, "I'll sell these DVDs for you," and I took like 20 DVDs, sold them, and then just put all the money in my pocket and left and just bought gear. So I probably
Yeah, it sounds about right.
So I probably owe Callan. Well, it was only a $5 a video at that point, so I probably only owe him like 50 quid. But
Right, anyway.
Is
yeah.
your phone done?
yeah, no, that's all. Yeah, he's been done for a while. I thought we were continuing on.
Call Twiggy. FaceTime me. Come on, let's get him on. Just
FFS.
say hello to him because he's away at the minute, isn't he?
Away with affairs.
Just WhatsApp video him.
Well, if you turn these numbers around on the cake, it just says 05.
All right, Carol Vorderman's here, everybody. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
Right, let's try young Twiglet. I don't think he's going to answer because he's on a trip, isn't he?
Keep going. All right.
Why are you FaceTiming me?
Hello.
Yeah! Hello, mate.
Why is my camera off?
I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
just in the car with Radman, Chris and Chris.
Hello.
Right, you can? You alright, Dad?
Hello.
Hello?
How's it going? How is this epic Sabbath Wheels tour of Europe?
Yeah, it's epic.
Yeah?
Tell him what you're doing,
It's
Dan.
good. What are you doing? You're on your brain drain?
Yeah, they're draining my brain. Do you want me to tell them anything?
Dan. What? Yes, Dan. Yeah, Chris is here.
Chris!
What's up, man? How you doing?
All right. You've been talking double Dutch to these guys?
Oh, no. They wouldn't understand one single word.
No, I don't think they would. Yeah, it'd be wasted on them.
They only understand English.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what double Dutch was.
No.
Mentioned it in the interview.
So it's going well, is it?
Yeah, it's fucking warm here.
Yeah, I bet.
Good thing, I think.
Yeah, good.
Just set up the maps. We're just in between spots, so we're just trying to set up the maps and that.
All right, you're boring me now, so I've got to go. All right. See ya.
All right, mate. All right. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck off.
How'd you turn it off?
Get fucked, fuckface.
That was such a good parting gift. Get fucked face. What's the
my
best
God.
Twiggy moment?
Oh, I tell you, like a funny one, right? So we went to that, what's it called? Narathon in Vienna
Yeah.
um,
Gunarathon.
last year. I still couldn't skate, but I just went anyway. And it's just me and him. And then we were at one of the after parties. So it's on the Danube, I think. Last time I checked. So we're at this venue, and it's on the banks of the Danube, and so we're in the garden looking out across the river, and there was on the opposite side of the river, there was a massive power station, right, with a huge European-looking cooling tower with the red stripes around the top.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looks, kind of looks Eastern European. So clearly a power station, and Twiggy, who doesn't drink, is completely sober. We're sort of chatting to some people, and he goes, "Yeah, it's really weird that they've got a lighthouse on the river." And I was just like, "It's like a lighthouse? Seriously, a lighthouse on the river? No." No, maybe you had to be there. All right, okay.
I love calling
was
him.
that.
I love calling him Young Cates.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I like
you're
that.
known as like the Young Cates. He's like,
He
fuck
hates
off, bruv. Like he fucking hates,
He hates it. Yeah.
The Young Cates.
He's
Yeah.
a good lad, isn't he?
He is.
Talk to us about the fascination with building a BMX.
Yeah, did you
how
actually
that's
build that?
going.
Because that was spoke about it last time. You dreamed BMX.
Yeah. So,
You got the secret.
yeah, my wife promised me a BMX.
What's
for
going
my-
on about your wife?
my birthday.
Mentioned her so
Sorry.
much.
Stop being jealous. Toby's just jealous. 'cause
You're
he's-
just jealous.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and true to her word, she bought me the frame and a load of other stuff, and I kind of got the rest of it over the last sort of 6 months. And tomorrow I'm going to pick up the frame from the powder coaters and start putting it together.
Are you doing it all as it would have been?
Nah, it's not factory. No, because I never really like. Well, you see all these. Well, you wouldn't if you don't follow any BMX accounts, which most skaters don't, which I understand. But there's just loads and loads of people who just build really expensive 1980s BMXs, and they build them as they would have been factory,
Yeah,
obviously. But to me, it's not really like that. At the time when I was a BMXer in 1986 as a 10-year-old kid, the bikes that I liked were ones that were sort of made up of all the best parts, basically, and they're in different colours, and people had kind of messed with them. Kind of like, I don't know, so if you've got like a classic, like, what's that BMW that all rappers had in the 80s? Is it a 3 Series or something? Like the one that Biz Marquis's got, whatever. So if you had a classic one of them, you wouldn't get it and put like custom made exhausts that come out the side and all this crazy stuff. Well, you kind of had that as it came off the showroom,
Like
wouldn't you?
stock.
If you did it. Yeah, you'd have it stock. But if you had a hot rod, it's all about the build, isn't it? So that's the kind of the way I look at it.
Right.
But
So you're having some custom exhaust pipes put on?
I'm having a load of custom exhaust pipes.
Fax machine, iPod backup.
But
Oh, that's
like,
a good
you know,
idea.
it's like a lot of people build motorbikes, like
Yeah, yeah.
Horsey and
Yeah.
his crew, whatever, and it's pretty rad, but it's really fucking involved. It's not really my thing, like engines and all that shit, and then on top of that is tax, insurance, all this fucking around. A bike is just a bike. You just do it once, and you know, it's not like something that breaks down every time you go out. So it's like all that hassle is saved. You just kind of just got to source the parts that are from. It's not that easy sourcing all the parts. If you wanted everything original, you've got to kind of
eBay and
spend a
stuff?
long time lurking on eBay for like 6 months to a year. But a lot of the wheels and all the parts, the brakes and stuff, they sort of reissued it like skateboards. So you can have. I've got a kind of a mixture on mine, but there's quite a lot of original. Obviously, the frame is original. So the frame's from 1987, so that's 39 years old. It's like not far off being an antique.
And you got it coated.
Yeah, it's like bright yellow colour.
Nice.
And
Do you think you're going to use this bike, or is it like a showpiece?
I will like go out on it, but I'm a BMXer really.
No, but just to like
anymore,
roll
so-
around on it,
Oh yeah,
pop
yeah,
to the
yeah,
shop and
yeah.
stuff.
Get a
Yeah.
paper round.
Hey?
You could get a paper round.
Yeah, I get a paper. I used to use my BMX for my paper.
That's what I'm
round.
saying.
Yeah,
So you could do that again.
I guess I kind of already done that though.
Well,
It wasn't that
do it
fun at
again?
the time, but I could maybe. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited because I've got like, I don't know what is probably in today's money £3,000 worth of BMX to build.
Do you know how to build it?
I can just about build a bike. Yeah, I've never built an entire bike from scratch, but obviously I've always had bikes, so I guess. But I'm in this. I've got this sort of WhatsApp chat with Dave Allen,
Yeah.
and he's I don't know if you know, but
He loves bikes, doesn't he?
He's always been bike mad, and he was a really good BMXer.
He goes riding with Wingy, doesn't he?
Yeah, they've got really expensive whatever those bikes are, trails bikes or whatever. They're really into it. That's how they get their sort of middle-aged kicks.
Yeah.
He said that, didn't he, on his episode? When struggling to skate, you go out on those, and it's like you can push it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Dave doesn't know anything but pushing it.
Yeah.
And Wingy's always been good. Wingy was a sponsored BMXer way back. And they still do jumps and stuff, don't they? So, you know, they're going for it. But it's just really funny. I'm in this group chat. So Dave is he's a house husband. So in a day, he's got a lot of time on his hands, and he you know, I get these pictures of BMXs all the time, and which is really good because he knows loads, and he if I've got a question of like a part, if I say, well, is this the right part for my bike? Is this 1987 or? This is going to get boring real quick, so I'll make it fast forward it a bit. But yeah, I have that sort of chat with him, and he's really good. And if he doesn't know something, he'll just look it up and send me like a dozen photos later. But I just get these random pictures of bikes all the time. But he kind of like, for some reason, he really likes race bikes, race BMXs, which is like really simple, and they're normally just chrome.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like the opposite of what I've got, because it's like a freestyle BMX, everything's neon. It's like chrome doesn't come into it. nothing on black tires is like, you don't have anything like that. That's just for normal bikes, you know what I mean? And he really likes this sort of like more conservative style of BMX, and he's like, yeah, you should really have it like this and whatever. And then he sends me these photos of race bikes, and then there's one that he sent me, and he's like, this is my dream bike. And I just replied, yeah, pretty good, not bad. It would be good for scrap, right? And he was like genuinely so offended. So I like kind of, he gets really serious about it. So I like trying to wind him up about it. So we've got like middle-aged man BMX chat.
What colour tyres are you getting on yours?
White.
And have you got the mag wheels?
Yeah, green.
So green mags, white tyres,
Yellow frame.
yellow. Why yellow frame?
Well, it's a GT Pro Performer, and they were the sort of the notorious colour was yellow for them.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah. And it was originally white, and it was actually in really good condition, and it didn't really need a powder coat, but it a lot of the parts, like the brakes, they'd be white. That's the best color, really, I think. So by the time you've put everything on it that's white, you end up with just a completely white bike that's just got green wheels. It's just like, that's not really what I was going for. So even though I wanted to keep it white, and Dave's just constantly in this chat going, yeah, you've got to keep it white, and just sending me these pictures of white GTs that had green wheels, I'm kind of like, it just doesn't work. And I'm the one who's there with all the parts laid out. This doesn't work. I'm getting it powder coated yellow, but I didn't even have the heart to tell him. I couldn't tell him because he's so into it. He's so intensely like BMX. He's kind of like almost like, this is my project. And he's just like, he's kind of like, bring it round my house. I'll build it for you.
Yeah. He's
really, really excited. Because we used to BMX together.
Yeah.
A little bit. I mean, I was really, really young and annoying. Probably.
Is that when you lived next door to him?
I was really young when I lived next door to him, but I didn't live far from him. And then I kind of like.
Are you having the cushion tube thing across the top tube and that, you know?
Pads?
Yeah.
Nah.
None of that?
Nah. I don't really. Nah, it's more sort of. It's like a street bike, innit? It's not really. You don't have safety's just not. Doesn't come into it. Yeah. No pads. Nah.
No pads. That's for losers.
It's more. That's what you'd have on a race bike. That's what Dave Allen would have.
Shots fired, Dave Allen episode part 2.
But I mean, I love Dave, and it's so, you know, when you know someone, you've known someone for so long and so well, and say you don't see them for 10 years or something, and then you see them, and it's like you were just hanging out with them yesterday. Yeah. That's what my relationship with him is, and it's. I mean, we have a laugh. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. Well, when he's in a good mood. Yeah, it's good. Very good. Yeah.
Who does the best endos out of you two?
Well, him. He was a really good BMXer. Yeah. And he's had quite a lot of BMXs in adult life as well. He's like, he keeps sending me photos of ones that he's built. They're all a bit boring, but yeah.
What does he do? Build them and just
chrome and that.
Just keeps them, or is he building and selling?
No, I don't know what he's thinking. He's just like builds one, sells it, builds one, sells. He's sold them all. It's like, I think maybe this is me getting one, because he found it for me. I couldn't find one online, and he's just like, yeah, here's one, and it was mint condition. So it's kind of
how
like.
Did he find it? What was he doing? What were you doing?
Probably just knows people.
He just did a better eBay search than I did, I guess. I don't know. God knows.
Was it somewhere in the UK you got it from?
It was from someone in Stoke.
Probably Rob then.
But yeah, it's sort of ironic because, you know, that's who made me want to be a BMXer and a skater in the first place. And then he found the bike for me 8 years later.
Full circle, man.
Full circle. Yeah.
Full circle, man.
So yeah, it's a nice little story.
I kind of want to see.
Yeah!
I kind of want to see before the end of the podcast some cake in your face.
Right. My face?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
but we'll come to that in a bit. Do you want to talk about judging?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Tell us
really-
about that.
Really digging deep on this one.
Well, Forde knows about the judging a little bit. He's a SkateboardGB announcer.
Not so much recently.
He's seen it live.
Not really. Yeah. All I can say, Dan is very thorough with his with his judging. What were you doing in Cornwall? Was you kind of looking over other people doing it and training other people up?
I wasn't doing train. I'm the head judge.
When Helicar was there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then it was Gabe and
Yeah.
some others. And
There's some new ones. So World Skate was there, and that we're doing.
I met the two.
this
One
training.
of them's French, right? One of the guys.
Alexi, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been doing this sort of pretty grueling training for the last 6 or 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to...
But how does the? Because from the outside, not knowing how things are judged, well, I do a little bit, I guess, but there's so many like little intricacies with how somebody does something compared to how other people do it.
Yeah.
So how are you judging someone who, for example, does the same trick as someone else but does it stinking? Are you giving them less points because
I'm assuming that they had a run and they didn't
yeah,
just
but
do
they
the one trick.
but I'm just
What's the criteria?
like if someone does a trick but is stinking, are they going to get a lower score than the person who does the same trick but better and makes it look better? It's subjective, isn't it? That's why I'm like,
we try to make it objective now.
Right.
But yeah, the criteria is okay. So there's 7 points to the criteria.
stink.
Stink isn't one of
go.
them. So you got obviously they say that they're all one criteria is not more important than the others, but I would have to argue that difficulty of tricks is probably the meat on the bone.
Yeah.
So you've got difficulty of tricks, variety of tricks, execution of tricks, use of the course, consistency, flow. And then the 7th one is like a negative one where repetition, obviously, that is to be avoided. Mm-hmm. So that's your 7 criteria. And then you, if it's a big contest, well, if it's anything world skate, obviously, or if it's, for us, if it's, say, the national championships, or it is the, because we do the Welsh Open, the Scottish Open, and it's going to be an English Open as well. So those ones are more important ones. So you'll have a panel of 5 judges and then me as the head judge. So then each judge, taking into consideration all of those points that I just mentioned, the criteria, they will give a score always out of 100. The highest score and the lowest score are dropped to try and eliminate bias in either direction. 3 scores in the middle are left, averaged, and that's beamed to the live heats site, which instantly transmits your score.
Mm-hmm.
When you say beamed,
Well, it's backed
Via
up to an
laser?
iPod
Laser?
and then faxed.
so you fax that over.
I think
beam.
I think the use of park criteria is good because you did used to see people just attack the same obstacles, but now, especially for parks like long and wide, it's not just like a narrow park, for example. You'll see people start here and they'll zigzag their way across, attacking each different obstacle, but then you'll see someone do insane shit on the same couple of obstacles, and after being there for so long, you can kind of see it where you're like, well, you're kind of shorting yourself a little bit there because you've missed this other 80% of the park. You're not showing that you can hit everything, whereas someone that's doing slightly not as good stuff, but they're more versatile and each obstacle is going to score higher.
Yeah.
So it does start to make sense
Yeah.
when you watch them, and because I've filmed them and MC'd them as well, it does start to like make sense.
Yeah. So obviously that what you've just described, they're not ticking the use of the course criteria, are they? So they're that's you imagine you've got a contest where, let's say it's a street contest, and So a typical format would be 2 45-second runs for the qualifiers, cut to an 8-man final, best 8 go through to the final, have 3 runs, 45 seconds. And then what we did last year at the Nationals, we had 5 attempts at a best trick as well. So you got to think to yourself, what is the ultimate way of what would be the ultimate? The ultimate would be to do, so that's 5 runs, isn't it? 5 45-second runs. So the ultimate would be 5 runs with completely different tricks in each run, which are all amazing. Nothing repeated, no falls, and then 5 absolute bangers for the best trick. That's so you got to like sort of think what's the ultimate and then work down from there. But yeah, there's a lot of more. If you watch people like Tay, you watch people like Lola, you can see that they've had a coach from a young age, or they've. I don't know what it is with Tay. He's just like, I think he's incredibly clever, to be honest. Yeah, just savvy. But
that front blunt he did in Cornwall across that.
Oh, it's amazing.
Channel. I've never seen one like
he had
that.
it sewn up. Yeah,
yeah.
There's no question. But what I was going to say is, when you watch them, they'll change their run in the finals. They might have, let's say, the 3 runs in the finals. They'll come out with a strong run, and then the next run they might fall at the end of it, say, because they're trying something just slightly out of reach or whatever, and then the third run will be different to the second run. They've switched it up. There's no repetition. They've changed it from their qualifying run. They do their qualifying run. They know what they need to do. They hold back some stuff, and then they bring that in the finals. And then they even, for the final run, they even change that. So you're looking at something different each time.
So I think Tay in Cornwall was flip Indy in the big box, and then in his last run he did the flip back 3 in his final run, and that was fucking nuts. Yeah, that was wild.
It really was. Yeah,
he did it so good as well.
Yeah. That was his comp.
He is exciting to watch. Was you what happened with? Did DeCunha have a really bad bail recently at one of the?
It was the Welsh Open last year, so it's just over a year ago. Yeah, and I believe he cracked his skull.
Yeah,
but he came back and got. So the later on that year, I think that was like January 2025. By October 2025. I'm pretty sure he got second at the national champs, and he had Hinson on the ropes.
Yeah,
Hinson was sweating.
Yeah.
So if
DeCunha is fucking good though.
If the circumstances are right, he could take the gold.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, because a couple of the ones that I've been at, it's like him and Hinson are like the head to head.
Yeah.
I know Josh Mason won one.
Josh
recently.
Mason. Yeah. It's sort of those 3 at the moment. You know, and it'll change, and someone else. Sometimes Nathan Clancy just comes out of left field as well.
Just about to say, he was at the where was it in Manchester?
Warrington.
Yeah, he was there, and I think he came 3rd. But each one of his runs, he's just like wild card. Just don't really know where. It's like watching Sox or someone. There's no run or Rio. There's no run the same.
Oh, Rio. Yeah. It's just the spontaneity, isn't it? It's the spontaneity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't really know what they're going to do.
Whereas sometimes with Hinson, you know what's coming, but it's just like the level of the tricks and the execution is just insane. Like, he'll do a front blunt slide on the rail or whatever, and he'll land, and it's like he's going to go through the floor.
You hear it, so like
it's just
he stomps it.
The style and execution. We don't really use the word style anymore. We try and use
execution.
Yeah,
yeah. Sometimes I wish Hinson was born with the ability to not be able to talk,
to not speak.
But then when you watch him at those events, you've got to give it to him. When you watch him at those events,
it's undeniable.
Yeah,
you can't deny it.
Yeah.
No.
I woke up to, what did I say, 12 voice notes from Hinson this morning.
Mellow morning.
I'd love to know. Let me listen to those after.
We don't need. No one needs to. I didn't.
Yeah,
Don't put that in.
no, that's going in.
No, don't put it
It's going in. Yeah, he used to send me loads of voice notes. I'd
I can't
send
do
him
it.
a message, he'd reply in a voice note, and I'm
It's
like,
too much.
he'd be like, mate. And I'm like, you're just laying on your bed with your fucking cloud trousers on that energise your knees.
Oh
and-
yeah.
But yeah, you got to give it to him. So yeah, Alex, he fell on. Did he fall off the rail? Did he go down the rail and land?
It was
like
during the
dark
best
storm?
trick comp on the rail, and he did something like, I don't know what he actually
Was he
fell
going
on,
something
but-
to late?
but it might have been like late shove it.
Back lip.
He does the late
Yeah.
shove it lips, doesn't he? Yeah.
Or it was like frontside varial heel board slide, but that's it's like more like laser flip board slide, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just reeling off some DeCunha
Kuna
moves
style
on there,
shit.
yeah, and something went wrong, and he
Yeah.
bonked his melon.
Fucking yeah, it's gnarly.
Yeah,
I remember I didn't see the footage. No, I
Yeah.
don't think the footage is out there. I don't think he wants to see it.
No,
Which
I wouldn't
I
want to
don't
see
blame
that.
him.
I saw the Niger clip of him falling on his head. That
oh,
was,
that's
Yeah, that's
fucking
rough as fuck.
Sorry?
Like,
broken neck special, isn't it? So,
just-
I don't know how he didn't.
Well,
Like,
he cracked his skull and got a bleed on the brain.
yeah,
and
but how
stuff,
he
hasn't
lands fully just like upside down on his
Yeah.
head. I don't know how he didn't break his neck.
It's
No.
fucked. That is a
that rail looks really steep as well. That he was
Yeah.
trying on.
and what was it? Was just on a. It looked like it was
Feeble.
just on a feeble.
It's just a feeble.
yeah. He just overshot it.
But that's what got Arto.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was a feeble on a long one.
Just hangs up. Kingpin.
It was in a. It had holes in it where they'd taken the stoppers off, and I think it went in the hole or something.
Good aim. Yeah, that footage of Arto's one. That's not been out, is it? No one's
No one filmed it. He was warming up.
It's at the start of his part though, isn't it? In Sorry.
animation. Yeah.
No, he's like where he's just. Oh,
It
yeah.
shows you him on the floor.
Shows you
Yeah.
on the
Doesn't
floor.
show you
He's
the
on the
trick,
floor
does it?
with like a blanket
Yeah, I
over
don't
him,
know.
being like
Yeah,
kind of being a bit sick.
pool
I
of
think.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But there's a cartoon of him stacking it on
that's
the
right.
rail.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
quite a
gnarly,
long
innit?
time since Sorry came out, isn't it?
Fucking yeah. Laying in the pool of your own vomit from.
Yeah.
Hitting your
I
head.
can remember watching that as a kid and it being like you
Was
like
that
you know watching
music
just
that they've
yeah
got?
and just being like
Proper
fucking-
spooky
yeah.
dooky music.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I can remember
gnarly,
that spooking me out as a kid, to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah.
When you next judging then?
This weekend there's a Scottish Open at Glasgow again.
That the what's it called? The
Loading
The
bay.
loading bay. Yeah.
it's quite good that part.
It is a good part.
Yeah.
Are you judging the vert champs thing that with Jim Langram? Do you get involved with that?
I have done once or twice. I have done a couple of times. Yeah, No, I haven't actually done it since Jim took it over. But it's a good dude, Jim. You should
Langren's
get him
good.
on here.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, Jim's
I
sick.
really love him.
We
yeah.
went down flow with him the other week, didn't we?
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
lovely guy.
I
Yeah.
don't think I'd want to MC the vert series because vert skating just kind of fries me a little bit. But so does street sometimes. But then when it comes to it, it seems to all click in the brain. But vert, I think, there's so many different slight body movements and grabs that just make the trick a completely different thing.
Are you saying you don't know the names of the tricks?
That's what I was just going to say. That
No, when it comes to vert, absolutely not. Like for what some people do on it, absolutely not.
Right. Yeah.
But street stuff seems to click on the day when I'm there.
Yeah.
It just seems to make sense. And if it doesn't, you just go, "Whoa, man!
Yeah.
That was crazy." Okay.
Back in the room.
the other one which gets me, and you'll know what I'm talking about, and I love him, but he calls frontside ollies on ramps frontside 180s. It's a frontside ollie, mate.
Oh,
You don't-
God.
And the other one, which I had to bite my tongue about, where was I? Oh, it was in Copenhagen. Blunt fakie.
Yeah, you hate that,
You
don't
don't need to call it blunt fakie. If you're doing a frontside
Ollie blunt.
it's called a frontside blunt. If you're doing a backside blunt, it's a backside blunt. If
Was
it's
it-
a
was
blunt
it-
rock fakie, it's a blunt rock fakie.
Was it just
you
a
don't
blunt
need
or
to call
was-
it a blunt fakie.
Was it
It's
just a blunt? Because I hear on some documentaries people saying Ollie blunt, so is that more
it's
of
an
a
Ollie
vertical
blunt.
term?
It's better if you say Ollie Blunt, but
Yeah.
if you say that to someone who's under 30, they're kind of like, I've had an argument with like some of my Russian friends because I was trying to explain it's an ollie blunt and why, and I said, well, originally a blunt is you're grabbing mute and pulling it back into fakie. And they were like, well, yeah, well, nobody does that now, and I was just like, well,
Still do.
some people do. It's like,
The
what?
barrier caught.
Are you sure nobody does that? Because I'm pretty sure they do, you know. So if you just say ollie blunt, it's but no, you don't need to say that. You don't, and it would just turn into a big argument. I was just like, all right then.
But like, you don't need to say blunt fakie. Because if you're doing any
No,
other-
just a blunt is
just
it is
blunt.
to fakie. If you're coming in forwards, it's either a front or back blunt.
Exactly, yeah.
But I always call like blunt raggings as well, just because it's.
Yeah.
But like the frontside 180 thing, it's a frontside ollie. What? But I was just
Yeah,
like,
but he's what is he still in his 20s?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
I know
Late
it's
20s, maybe.
because we're old, but you've got to enforce this shit, or else people will carry on calling 140 ollies ollie norths.
Well, what
Yeah,
about
that even annoys me.
What about the hand plants? That's even worse. And to be honest with you, there's more hand plants than you'd think. So,
I like when someone does a hand. I like when someone does a hand plant. I like when someone does a hand plant. They call it an invert, but it's not an invert because they're not inverted. It's just a hand plant.
Hand plants, go.
Tuck knee, invert, andrect to fakie, eggplant, tuck knee, eggplant.
Smithvert.
I thought I was doing them.
Well, I'm just helping you.
All right, Smithvert, sad plant, dive bomb,
What's a dive bomb?
where it's like your back leg is straight.
It's kind of like how Sky Brown does her backside inverts.
Ho hos.
Rocket plant,
Yeah.
ho,
What's a rocket plant?
when you got both feet on the tail.
And you grab the nose, don't you? I think.
Fucking hell.
Can I have a
that's
bottle of
interesting.
water, please?
That's an
like a
interesting
Joe
one. I
Johnson
can't even
move.
picture that.
Judo, gymnast plant, finger flip gymnast,
There's good buddies as well. Fakey invert.
good buddy, lay back air, varial lay back air,
Fucking hell, it's more than I thought.
fakey lay back air, Todd twist,
And then there's all the blender ones.
what do you
Jolly
call it?
Mamba.
Jolly Mamba,
Have you even said frontside
middle
invert?
flip,
I can
unit,
hear fine.
What's a woolly mammoth? Is that one of them?
yeah.
Yeah, woolly mammoths.
It's where you're doing like the nose stool on the deck and
Yeah.
back in.
And
I
then
mean,
what's the easy mammoth one?
Easy mammoth is
The boneless
it's like a frontside nose pick, and you go in grabbing it with your hand down like you do it coming in out of a frontside invert.
bone direct,
There's bone vert as well, frontside boneless into frontside invert.
full guy,
Yes. The accident.
the frontside invert to fakie.
Yeah. The accident, which is
The scrambled egg?
you fall. Yeah. Accidents, you fall out of a backside invert like you're doing a really crazy layback air.
Oh,
You know,
right,
like as
yeah.
if you went fully as though you was going to go backside and then you just tip backwards.
There was that one we spoke about, and I always forget it. The blender one. It's spoken about. Lance talks about it on the 9 Club, like you can't do it or something, and he was trying to go fakie into an invert back to fakie.
Yeah,
but
that
no
was-
one did it properly.
I think that was in with Good Buddies, and then people started calling it. He started
Fakey
calling them
everyone.
fakey everybody because
everyone.
everybody started doing them, and then he stopped doing them because
Everyone started doing them.
yeah,
wrong.
Invert, revert, burn, twist, muck egg.
there's a unit as well.
Yes, but yeah. Who invented the unit? Billy Ruff.
G unit.
But yeah, there's like, yeah, there's just. But the worst one is when someone's commentating, and they someone does a layback air, and they say frontside invert. It's not even the same hand.
This is what I'm saying. People
So
need to know the names of their tricks. You
Well,
can't go saying frontside Indy. You can't be saying frontside 180s.
And
or
that's
blunt
why I
feet.
will never host
just
a vert
fucking-
event.
People need to know because otherwise kids will.
Sean's the guy to get on that vert series if anyone's on the microphone, because you probably know more about that than the majority of people.
I'd say
here.
some tricks.
Yeah.
I can say some tricks.
I can say some tricks.
Yeah, but I just think the
Just call it an Ollie 1 foot, man.
every trick.
Call it an ollie 1 foot,
I
not
just
an
like,
ollie
if you
north.
don't know the name of the trick, you shouldn't be in that position.
That is true.
You know, I'm not saying I know them all, but I know some of them.
Mm.
I know, yeah. Don't
know
call
a
it a
thing
blunt
or two.
fakey. If you're coming in fakey, we know that already.
Mm.
Stop wasting words. Yeah. Any more Prosecchi?
No, because I'll start not
Going nuts.
making any sense.
Well, that's what we want to see. Right, so we've done judging.
We're working down the list.
Well, we ain't got much left.
Yeah.
We've got one thing left.
So, oh, go on.
It just says skaters in our generation.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Well, I you know, we're kind of this is new ground, isn't it? This is the first sort of 50th birthday we've had on the thing.
Yeah.
So
What's it
it's
like
kind
being
of
the
like a
oldest skateboarder
no.
ever?
Where I'm going with this is that it's like you know, we're all getting on a bit, aren't we? And there's
You are, yeah.
There's some amazing people from my generation, isn't there? You know, when you think about the people we've had, I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's just you know, we're a bit old now. We're getting on a bit, so
Do you think you'll still be
dropping like
skating?
flies.
Do you reckon in 20 years you'll still be skating?
it's some if I'm still alive, yeah,
In some form.
some form, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it still
Yeah.
blows me away. I'm still skating now. Because like you said earlier, like, if you'd have said when you were younger, you'd still be
Oh my
skating at
God.
50, you'd just be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can, you know, I can remember having a conversation with someone. I think it was like John Weatherall came down or something. It's me, him, and French. We're just sort of chatting. We're skating at the Pioneer and just having a chat. And Rodney was skating, and Rodney's about 3 years older than me, I think. So I think we were 17,
Yeah.
and he was 20. And we're kind of like, that's insane. Like, he's not going to be skating much longer. I can't be so old,
yeah.
you know. Because 3 years is an eternity, isn't it? You're not even you're
Yeah,
thinking,
yeah.
well, I could have another 3 years skating, and it just lasts for half a lifetime anyway. And you know, you couldn't even believe that somebody could skate after 20.
Yeah.
And now look what's going on.
Well, everyone, like, back in the day, pro skating, what was it, about 21? If you get past 21, it was kind of over, wasn't it?
I think Jason Lee retired at 21.
Yeah.
He said turned pro at 17. He was retired by 21.
Wow,
Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy because he always looked like a grown man.
yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, there's loads more people
Yeah.
skating older
Yeah.
for longer.
So a few years ago, I got in touch with McGee, and I had this idea to try and make a video of the basically the street skaters of our generation before it was too late, sort
Yeah.
of thing. And he was. I think he kind of liked the idea, but he's sort of already retired. Plus, it was me putting the idea to him, so I'm not sure if he really sort of trusted it, you know.
Yeah.
And then you know, because look at his reputation. As far as filming goes, it's you know, exemplary, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he, I sort of went to him with this idea because I was thinking, you know, there's people like, you know, Shire and Baines, and maybe you could get Scott Palmer out, and
Oh, yeah.
you know, the list goes on and on and on. And there's some of those people you'd kind of need to drop his name to get them involved, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And he said, you know, well, do me a spreadsheet of, and I'd never done a spreadsheet before, as you can imagine.
You've done plenty of faxes.
He's like, okay. So like, I did my first spreadsheet of like the sort of rough proposal of the names, and then
Who else
like,
was on it?
maybe who could film it. Well, it's all, you name it.
Smedley?
There's all the
Was
ones
Smedley
that
on
are
it?
in America as well. So it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you think who's in America is way more than you think. It's Rattray, Manzouri, Sumner, Jeff. Did I say Luke McCurdy? Ewan Bowman. You know, the list just goes on and on. It's like a whole load of them.
Luke McCurdy was so good, wasn't he?
Fucking hell. If you follow him on Instagram, he doesn't post very often.
Yeah. Skating vert a lot, isn't he?
Still, yeah, absolutely incredible.
Why did he never really?
Just don't think he was that way inclined.
He just weren't into it. He just
No.
wanted to go skating, and
I think so.
he was so good, isn't he?
Yeah, but basically, yeah, it had all of those people, and it might have even had Jimmy Boys. So Jimmy Boys is, I don't think anybody knows Jimmy's age, but he's a little bit older.
Mm.
Do
you know his age?
No, I don't know him that well, but I don't know. Matt Fowler, Shannon King, Vaughan. The list just it goes on and on and on. Rushbrook.
So you did a spreadsheet.
Did a spreadsheet, yeah, and then it sort of suggested who might be able to film them.
Right.
And then he was sort of dragging his heels a bit on it, and he said, "Well, you need to get a sponsor." So I spoke at the time. There's someone I knew still working at Monster, and he was really, really on it. Like, people were just, as soon as you mention it to anyone, they're kind of like, "Oh, Matt, that'd be amazing."
Yeah.
So he was like, "Yeah, we'd be behind that." So
it would be incredible.
I was able to just go straight back to him. I've got a sponsor and that, and then he was like, "I know what the problem was. He didn't have really the time to film it, but he didn't want to put his name to some wacky filming."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So his suggestion was that we filmed it on like a retro format, like high 8.
Yeah.
So he suggested that we got a load of high 8 cameras and old fisheyes from CEX, and then sent them out.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, okay, so if I send a high 8 camera to Huntington Beach, I send it to Molly's house, what he's supposed to sort of like somehow get some footage from someone to film with it, and then
capture it, get the tapes.
We got to get some high 8 tapes for a start.
He's going to then send it to Portland to John Rattray's house, and then John Rattray's going to do the same, and then assuming that it still works at this time, he's going to send it to Texas, and Luke McCurdy's going to film. You know, it's kind of like, I couldn't see it working, but I understood where he was coming from, and then I understood that if it was filmed on this retro format, that would be appropriate because that's what we came up with.
Yeah.
You know, it back in the day, that was what we used. But I just couldn't really see that happening. And then I sort of suggested other filmers and like maybe going to America and doing a route round to sort of get them, and then coming back and then trying to work on England. But I just don't think that Dan was. I think he was a bit worried that of probably doing something with me, and then he's just basically retired. And
I'll go on that trip with you. I'd film more. Of that.
How long ago was this?
I don't know. I can't remember. It's probably
pretty sure
good 4 years ago. But it's just really interesting that I don't know if I've ever told anyone about that.
I've got to contact a Monster. Should get it back on, and then you and Forde can go.
Yeah, but I think it's a bit late now. It's a bit late because
I've spoke to people about doing a full mag article, like the companion of just dudes past 40. You know what I mean? You, Pullman. It's easier to get these photos of people.
Yeah,
and you can have like an archive photo and a new photo, and it can be like now and then kind of thing. I know Rob Wiston was really keen for it. Kind of like the alumni kind of.
Yeah, quite a job. Quite a job.
It does seem a lot harder.
Harley's thing would be tracking down Jimmy to get a photo of Jimmy these days. Like, we want to get him on the podcast. He's like, if I'm in the area, like, no one ever knows where you are.
Yeah. Oh, you sort of have to have Jimmy in it, but I think Jimmy is probably like Dave Allen's age or maybe a year younger. He's not even actually that generation, but you could probably squeeze Jimmy in because in that generation, he's almost an anomaly.
Still is, always has been, hasn't he? And still is.
But you know, he's probably 5 years older than I am, which is a generation almost in skateboarding.
Fucking look at him on the street still as well.
Still going for it.
Yeah, he's just he won't quit. Yeah.
I'd love to film him, but tracking him down is like, it's rare, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, what's he doing right now? Probably in the woods somewhere with his Jeep and a bit of wood on top, ollieing off into a fucking dirt track.
Yeah,
or
with
something.
no one around, on his own, no
on his
filmer.
own, in the rain,
No,
with his
nothing,
phone set up at the worst angle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking.
You seen that one where he jumps off a bridge onto the top of a barge
No.
and just goes along? I think he just jumps off a bridge, lands on this barge that's going along with people in it, and then I think it's like really narrow, and I think he just jumps off onto the bank or whatever.
Yeah, he's something
He's
else.
the fucking greatest, man. He's sick.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I've always thought about filming something like that.
Yeah,
Like
it's
filming
just
the people that I used to watch in videos when I was a teenager.
yeah. It's just it's a little bit late for some of us, I think.
But even if it's like one trick or two,
Maybe there's some of them though. I think might be a few people that don't actually skate anymore. You know, so maybe 4 years ago you might have just got away with it, kind of.
It would have been hard though to get enough.
It's
clips
actually
out.
harder than it sounds.
Yeah.
imagine
Oh, yeah.
approaching Harry Bastard to film a trick. He'd just be like, "Fuck off."
Well, I just don't think Harry would. He wouldn't do it. He just wouldn't want to be in it. So you'd have to just leave him to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot harder than it sounds, isn't it?
Yeah.
To get a camera of a certain format to certain people.
Yeah.
To get them to come out of semi-retirement or retirement to film
Yeah.
as we're getting older. Because it is hard to skate now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
But I mean, you know, the reason I talking about this, you take someone like Baines. It's like
yeah.
there's hardly anyone that can skate like he did now.
He was still killing it in Copenhagen, weren't he?
Yeah, he's still got it.
But, yeah, I mean, who skates with him like
Mackie.
on that level? Maybe Leo and Jody, Joe Gavin.
Yeah.
There's not many other people
No.
who can do what. I mean,
They always had the best trick selection from the get-go from
Yeah.
when they first came out.
Yeah.
They were always the best tricks done really well and with good style. Like I was saying to Mackie the other week when Copenhagen, just watching Baines push, it's exactly like watching the blueprint videos. You know, just the way
His
he
whole
pushes.
style and demeanour is the same, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
Well, there's
just,
kind of a reason for that. He was in the blueprint videos.
no, but that's what I mean. Like, it's still got that style. It's still like,
Oh, you don't have to tell me. It's just yeah. It's.
not
I mean,
like-
he could have been in. I don't know.
I'd say he's
If
got a better
you could
push than
just
Gino.
drop him into Goldfish or
Yeah. Oh, that's not. Yeah.
right or whatever.
But then you know Baines, that time in skating was really, what we're trying to say, like really important to a lot of people, and really influential, wasn't it? Like Goldfish, and that obviously rubbed off on certain people. Like the technical side of skating, definitely.
Yeah.
Like say the Leo and Jody and Baines.
I remember the first time I saw Leo and Jody skate. It was just wow, what? Like
Yeah.
Been trying to get them on the poddy.
you
haven't we?
can
They're both
actually do
unreal.
those tricks,
Yeah.
and you can like do them every go.
Yeah.
Fucking Snadden's still got it. Snadden's
Oh,
still there,
Snads
isn't
is
he?
like it's just unsung
He
hero.
came
isn't
here
he?
and just shut the hydrant down, didn't he? In the brightest pink shoes.
What's Snadden though? What? How old is he? He's younger.
I think he's a little bit younger than me. I think he's sort of like
I don't think he meets the
36.
criteria. He's a bit. He's
37.
He's a little
38.
whippersnapper,
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's a bit young. Yeah.
Oh, if you're not even 40,
Don't
get
count.
the heck out of here.
Yeah. sort of 40 to 55.
But yeah, Snadden, mate.
Yeah. He's,
Wow.
He's one of them, isn't he?
Yeah, good
Super
comp
good.
skater as well. Just
Yeah.
just consistent. Just could nail it all the time.
Yeah. The other week, Baines was just doing, the Baines magic.
Yeah.
It's just
Nollie 180 switch crooks.
Yeah.
You know when he came
he's
out
doing
with
the
like
nollie front-
Nollie 180 switch crooks, and then it was what
the very
Rick flip out or whatever.
Yeah.
He
The
was doing-
sequence in the mag. wasn't
That's just wow.
He was doing the nollie front heel, wasn't he? Then he was doing nollie switch crook on the end of the table.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's fucking gnarly, man.
beast.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else you want to talk about? How long we've been recording, please, sir?
Too long.
Like 2 hours, 10 minutes.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Is there anything we want Kate to do with any of this cake?
Well, I kind of want to. I need something to wrap this up.
All right.
Right. So hang on, wait.
I On that note,
It's dead.
let's have a round of applause for Dan Cates' 50 years on this earth torturing
Down the rest
people.
of that. Down it.
Happy birthday!
Down the Prosecco. Go.
Fuck it, roll the credits.
I'll have a little bit. Now we're done.
It looks like there's dog shit on the floor now.
Oh no.
I don't really
Is
drink.
Tim back in tomorrow?
Yeah.
Let's just leave
I
this
know.
for him.
Yeah, I do kind of want to. There you go.
Right, on that note, thank you very much. Tune in for more episodes over on our YouTube account. Cheers, Dan, for coming on.
Like and
Thanks
subscribe.
for having me. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Cheers.
All the best.